Hey everyone, Tom here and welcome to the Power of Two theory. And in this video we're going to be putting it all together, so taking the sort of trade building, the trade execution, trade management, bringing all those factors together and showing you the power of two. So here we have Euro USD 4-hour chart in the putting it together or putting it all together video. So by now you should all already have the fractal indicator on your chart. You should already have your market sessions correctly. You should all have your 4-hour and 15-minute time frames saved and ready to flick between. You should all have a understanding of the concept via the trade building, trade execution, trade management, the essential series. It's probably worth a watch as well prior to this video. However, as long as you've watched the theory behind it, this should give you some nice tips. So, looking at the 4-hour chart, this is going to give us the directional bias. Let's mark on our most recent fractals. You can see this is our fractal swing high. This is our fractal swing low. And coming into London session, we start to manipulate the lows. And what are we seeing here? We're seeing no follow through. Look how this candle wicks it and fails to close below that level. This being our new fractal low now, and this fractal low is a NFT, no follow through. Price has failed to break and close 2 candles below this low, therefore our bias is long. So let's see how, like when we are near these sort of fractal highs and lows on the 4-hour and we're inside session, there's probably not going to be a trade there because it's going to be a bit messy. So what I tend to do is not drop that. If we're hovering around the area, I won't be on the 15-minute chart. I'll stay on the 4-hour to see how the 4-hour candles are closing. As you can see, candle here, 6 a.m. failed to break and close. We wicked it again. The following candle, we did break and close, but to confirm, we needed this candle here to break and close below this fractal low. We didn't get that. Big bullish momentum, confirming that there is no follow through and our bias is long. So the bias is long. There's pretty much going to be no trades for that day because we're hovering around that low. Now we have confirmation what the bias is. The bias is long. So let's play it forward until we get to the next day. So we know our bias from the 4-hour now. Let's sort of look at the 15-minute fractals and see what's going on. So we can see this is a swing low here and that's a swing high denoted by the fractals. We do not breach this low, however we do breach the high. And we do it with quite some aggression. Now, at this point, we need to wait for a new fractal high to form, which it does. Therefore, that is our fractal high. And then if we look back, we want to look at our most recent fractal low. Therefore, this is now our most recent and current 15-minute dealing range. Now, this range, because our bias is long, we've had a NFT to the downside. Bias, directional bias is up. We want to see this fractal low liquidate inside a kill zone. So we've traded inside London here. We've probably got a few pips to move to the downside. 30 odd pips. Let's see if we liquidate this low for a long trade. London session finished there, so no trades in London. There we go, coming into New York now, 1:30. New York's session open for us. There we go. Liquidation has occurred. We have liquidated this fractal low. Now what I do, can you see this 15-minute candle? Let's zoom in here. Candles are very important. Highs, lows, breaks, opens, close. I want you to bring your attention to this candle's high. So this candle caused the liquidation of the fractal. Now what we want to do, or we can assume that the breach of this high is going to be the confirmation we want to go long. So what I do is place a buy stop on that candle high. Stops below the low with a little bit of a buffer, maybe 1 pip below the low. So we're using the power of buy stops here. This could completely just open and fall down and it's not going to tag us in, which is what, you know, I'd want, rather than just being triggered into the trade and it run lower, take a loss. The buy stop is going to give us that extra layer of confirmation. So we want to target a minimum 1 to 3. I can see that to this high it's 1 to 6.8. However, I will hard TP at 1 to 3. But I know that I can achieve a 1 to 3 with this stop loss size in this scenario. We're inside, so let's just see where we're at now. So we've caused the liquidation of this range low. The 15-minute fractal low has been liquidated inside a kill zone. The buy stop has been placed at the candle's high. Our directional bias is bullish due to the no follow through on the 4 hour. So we've got the 4 hour, the high time frame direction, 15-minute entry has set up. There we go, we have been tagged into the trade with quite some aggression. And there we go. We're out of the trade pretty much. Within, what's that, within 45 minutes, if that. Maybe 30 minutes, quick 1 to 3, risking 1 to 2%, you know, you're looking at 3 to 6% profit there on that single trade. So that gives you an idea of kind of putting the concepts in action and putting them all together, all the different layers. Again, super simple analysis. Seems almost boring, but the best trades are boring. So following on from this nice long trade, we've just taken this fractal high, so let's move our dealing range. We are just before London session here, so we want to see a liquidation of the fractal lows. During a session, our buyer was still stuck inside this 4 hour fractal range. Now, for an added layer of confirmation, let's bring in premium discount. So as you can see in this scenario, how this is setting up, we can see pretty much that this level here is our premium and below here is our discount. And you can see that if this trade was to set up, it would be buying in a premium market. Therefore I'm not going to take it because we are extended inside the premium of this 4 hour range high to low, and therefore likely to be a loss. There you go, we see a liquidation and I'll place my buy stop there. Maybe a 15 pip stop targeting 1 to 3. We are in premium though, so you know, and there we go, it would have resulted in a loss. Perfect example of, you know, its highest probability to take buys inside discount and sells inside premium of the 4 hour range. So that's London session finished. Let's play price forward. New York session has came into effect. We are in discount. No liquidation there of the low, just a liquidation of the high, but our bias is long, therefore was waiting for this liquidation inside discount. So let's play price forward until we get to the next day. There we go. Coming into London session, what happens? So we have moved our most recent 15-minute dealing range. Is this fractal high, this fractal low? Coming into London, we liquidate this fractal low. And again, let's zoom in. We are inside discount of the range, so that's a key factor there. Again, let's zoom in. The candles, key factors. So this line here denotes that fractal low, and the high of that candle is going to be the point of which I'm going to place a buy stop, and stops below the low, say 18 pips. Let's see if we can target 1 to 3 to the high, at least, yeah, 1 to 3.9 to that sort of swing point there. So I'm going to set my TP at 1 to 3. I'll see if it tags me in. So we've been triggered into the trade just inside London session here. Play price forward. There we go. TP has been hit. Again, nice 1 to 3. If risk was between 1 to 2%, again, that's 3 to 6%. Another winning trade there. So within the space of a couple of days, that's 3 to 6% on $100,000 is between 3 to $6,000 per trade, and therefore $6,000 to $12,000 for both trades. So that gives you an idea of how we sort of go from the higher time frame directional bias, using the premium discount of that range, using no follow through, using session timing, using the fractals to really help us and filter the swing points, and then the entry criteria being the buy stops on the liquidation candle. So thank you guys for watching. As always, any questions, not hesitate to contact any of us, in Discord or wherever you feel comfortable, and I will see you in the next one.